So it looks like our main man, Michael DeSanta, might not be returning to Grand Theft Auto Online as quickly as we all think. What's going on, guys? My name is Ross, or Mr. Boss for the win. And in today's video, we'll be talking about how one of the protagonists from GTA 5 single player could still be coming to Grand Theft Auto Online, just not as soon as probably a lot of fans are hoping for. So let's go ahead and dive into it today. This information comes from Rockstar Games insider TezFunds2, who ended up saying this, which I think got a lot of people kind of sad, said, "I'm starting to think Michael may not be featured until the December update." So kind of a good news, bad news situation here is that we're going to be getting at least two updates this year. There's going to be one in the summer and one in the winter, which is kind of typically what Rockstar has done the last few years in Grand Theft Auto Online. But a lot of people were starting to get worked up that Michael was going to be featured in some way, shape, or form in Grand Theft Auto Online. And it looked like he was going to be coming in the summer update. We've been getting hints and clues going back to the contract DLC when he's confirmed to be alive, and Franklin even saying that he's working and still producing movies. Then a few weeks ago, that NPC called Movie Set, he ended up appearing right across the street from Record A Studios. I mean, something fishy is going on here. Even Michael DeSanta's real-life actor and motion capture artist ended up responding to reports that he was going to be returning, whether it be very cryptic or not. He still ended up chiming in, and that got a lot of people wondering, well, does this add more fuel to the fire here that Michael DeSanta is going to be returning? Well, if he is, it's looking like it won't be until this winter. Now, unfortunately, insider TezFunds2 didn't provide any more follow-up to this on why he believes Michael might not be featured. I have my own theories. Number one, if Michael is going to be involved in the game, maybe this is a contract DLC part 2, and he still works with Franklin and the agency and maybe a couple of other familiar faces like Lester with another VIP client like Rosalia. That would kind of make sense, and movies could be involved in some way, shape, or form. But maybe Rockstar didn't want to have back-to-back contract-style DLCs. I can understand why they wouldn't want to do something like that. Fans are probably interested in something new and something fresh. Or maybe Rockstar Games insider TezFunds2 knows something that we might not know, has been given some intel or some info, and just isn't really able to straightforwardly pass it on to us. So that's why he's saying, I'm starting to think he might not be featured until the December DLC. Now, with him talking about Michael and how he might not be featured in the December update, it generated some more discussion, particularly about a Fight Club DLC. And it kind of reminded me, you guys might remember back to the Ballad of Gay Tony. The third mission of that story is called Mama's Boy, and this is where Luis learns that his mother, Adriana, has amassed a massive debt after losing her job, and has unfortunately turned to a shady loan shark named Mr. Santo, and Mr. Santo will not leave Luis or her mother alone. And so he creates a plan to fix an underground fighting match with the LC Cage Fighters, and that's essentially how Luis gets the money back for his mom so that she no longer owes anything to the shady loan shark, Mr. Santo. So that was the discussion on the Fight Club DLC. And insider TezFund2 chimed in and said a Fight Club DLC doesn't fit within a DLC budget. With all due respect, there are new technologies trending within the industry, and those technologies end up being utilized within whole new games or sequels. Motion matching is an example, and it would upgrade the animation system to such a level it could solve the issues with the melee system. However, that's not going to fit at all within a DLC budget, although it would definitely fit within a sequel budget. In fact, upgrades like this became a standard nowadays for sequels like GTA 6. So essentially what TezFunds2 is saying is a Fight Club DLC just wouldn't work because right now the melee mechanics in GTA 5 aren't up to par to really include something like that. You would need a lot of fighting animations, better upgrades to the melee system so that you could have like nice one-on-one combat or group combat sparring sessions or whatnot. However, stuff like that would work for a future game like GTA 6. So honestly, that's when he expects something like that to arrive, if it ever would, thanks to the utilization of new technology like motion matching and whatnot, which is something we've actually talked about in a previous video that could make its way into Grand Theft Auto 6. And since Rockstar really won't tell us anything, there's just been a lot of speculation about what's going to be next. A lot of people continue to talk about Cops and Crooks. There's still this debate whether or not Cops and Crooks is an actual update that Rockstar has had in the game, and if it's something that could be introduced, with Insider Test Funds 2 simply saying the next time someone asks about the proof behind Cops and Crooks, just smile and wave, boys. There's a lot of people who still don't believe that Cops and Crooks was going to be a big part of GTA Online. When there's so much code and data found in the files, it really does look as if it's either going to be a cut update or it'll be repurposed in some way, shape, or form, which, in fact, a lot of people have actually speculated that it could work in Michael's movie DLC. Because if we play as a cop or law enforcement or government agency in a movie, it doesn't compromise our characters who, at the end of the day, are supposed to be petty criminals. So Cops and Crooks could definitely still happen. It just might not be done in the traditional sense. And again, with this lack of information, some are getting frustrated, but Tez Funds 2 says if you're going to wait for official information, maybe do the waiting, you know. For the rest of us, we can continue the speculation. And again, that's what a lot of people, I think, are just getting frustrated with overall, that Rockstar is not making any real big-time announcements, and they're staying very silent on social media as well. In fact, the only thing they've put out today is that it is DJ Pooh's birthday, who we know appeared in the Contract DLC and the Cayo Perico heist, with Rockstar putting out this post earlier today on social media. Best birthday wishes to an absolute icon, the one and only DJ Pooh. And unfortunately, even on a post about someone's birthday, the responses were not all that great. A lot of people saying, do you guys even still make video games, or should I just unfollow? A lot of people were asking when the next update was going to be coming out. A lot of people still asking for Grand Theft Auto 6. Stop talking about music, people's birthdays. You know, give us some new details, give us some new information. Well, unfortunately, it didn't come today. But happy birthday, DJ Pooh. I'm sorry that your birthday announcement is coming at a time where a lot of people are just upset at Rockstar because they're not producing other information or giving us more details on what's next. But I'd love to hear from you guys in those comments down below on everything we discussed in this video today. When do you think Michael DeSanta is going to arrive in Grand Theft Auto Online? Do you think it's going to be in the summer? Do you think it's going to be in the winter? Do you think he's never coming? And let me know what you think about everything else we discussed in this video today, like a Fight Club DLC coming and a whole lot more. If you guys did go and enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and all the Rockstar Games videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.